guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains, North Carolina, and today I will be unpacking this beautiful Harbor Freight Pittsburgh portable tire changer. That's right, I've decided to add the ability to mount and balance tires here at the farm as part of the restoration department of Farpoint Farms. And you know, I've been used to changing tires with an automatic tire changer, well, semi-automatic tire changer, and certainly at a electric wheel balancer, dynamic or static wheel balancing machine. So this is going to be kind of an adventure. Now, I've actually watched a few videos from other techs and other YouTubers out there on these, and you know, it's not a flawless unit. However, I wonder, some people have some good luck with them, some people have bad luck with them, and I can't help but wonder if maybe it's inexperience in just changing tires in general that causes these things to fail for people who are just, you know, using too much force when you should be working smart instead of hard, that kind of thing. Anyway, who knows? We'll find out, right? So I've got that right there. We'll go ahead and unpack it and take a look. So somebody told me that for my unboxing videos, I need to have my favorite knife or some like exotic super knife. So I've gone and gotten my favorite exotic knife. There it is right there. That's it. She's a beauty. Yeah, it's exotic Stanley. Yeah, it's actually a real Stanley. I don't know if you can see that. 990 with a very dull blade. You know, a dull blade does more damage than any other blade. So let's go ahead and we'll open this thing up, and we'll go from there. By the way, I am supposed to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber. I promised I would. So I am. That would be Mitchell. Mitchell, here's your shout out that I promised to give. So immediately, let's see what we got here. Pittsburgh portable tire changer. I've got the manual. I'll go through that here close up with y'all in a second. Item number is 62317, and we'll go ahead and set that aside. And let's see what we got here. All right, this looks like the ring, the centering ring. Take that, lay it aside. Wow, what do we got here? Gotta say, it's definitely in more pieces than I thought it would be. Alright, that looks like probably one of the bottom plates right there. Set that over there. Wow, this isn't a lot of pieces. There's the cone. Some assembly definitely going to be required here. Okay, this is the component that most people, well, there's two components on these that most people say they have their issues with, and this is one of them. This is the bead breaker. And they say that it's just not strong enough, so it'll bend here. So I've seen a lot of videos where people tack weld some supports in there, so I may end up doing that, but we'll see how it works first. So it certainly is made of a thick steel, but it is flexing, so we'll see. All right, what do we got here? Okay, I think this is the part that spins on the top to lock everything down. That right there. So we got a couple of pieces laying here. They weren't well packaged. The package was ripped open. Hopefully they're all there. Some dowel pins, some cotter pins, or I'm sorry, some little pins there, and a nut and a bolt. So now we got this big piece here. Cut that open. Yeah, this looks like the meat of the potatoes. That's this centerpiece here, and I'll set this up on the ground so you can see it. But portable tire changer. Okay. A couple more pieces in here. Go ahead and open these up. Another bar here, bracket. It's probably a cross piece or something there. There's definitely going to be some assembly. Wow, and another one of those. So it comes with a manual. Oh boy, more loose nuts and bolts. That's never a good sign. Two more of those. Set those aside. And this looks like last piece. Okay, that's the bar there. That's the cheater bar or the breaker bar that you used to take on and off. There's one in there and another in there. It does have good, nice paint on all this. I'll say that for it anyway. It seems to be well painted. Let me get all this out of the way. Go ahead and read the instructions. We'll assemble it, and we'll take a look at it. Now I'm going to be bolting this to the floor. I've got an interesting idea for how to do that. I don't want this thing permanently set up. I want to be able to put it away when I'm done. So I'm going to put, well, I'll show you that in a second. All right, looks like it takes, these are 17 millimeters, so I got a ratchet and a wrench. We'll go ahead and read the instructions here and see if we can't figure out how to put this fine thing together. Slides over and is threaded. And that's going to hold your rim into place there. Hopefully you're seeing that. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll have to move that. That is your tool to go through the wheel hole, or the hole for the bowl hole for the rim to hold everything in place while you break it down. And then you have this fine tool, which I've heard a lot of people say this is too soft. It sounds hollow, which is unfortunate. And of course, if it was solid steel, that would probably weigh a whole lot. So I can understand what they're doing. I had a thought on this, and it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. It's welded at both ends. I could cut this and fill it with sand or concrete or something like that, and then it probably would be far less likely to bend. But that just seems like a lot of effort. For right now, I'm going to try to do it the right way, and we'll see how it plays out. I've got 2 tires I'm going to be replacing on the Honda here. But before we do that, I want to put this thing on the ground and mark some holes, because I'm actually going to be drilling holes into the concrete to mount this. But instead of having studs sticking up through the floor, which would cause me some issues, tripping over them and whatnot, I've got some drop-in anchors that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to put 4 holes in the ground, drop-in anchors, and then when I'm not using this, which is going to be most of its life, I'll just put some short bolts in there. So the heads might stick up just a little bit, but I won't trip over that. It shouldn't really be in the way. I can drive over it without damaging tires, so on and so forth. So I'll get that mounted. We'll take one last look. Next video, we put some tires on. Now I've also picked up a tire balancing machine. It is not here yet, but it's one of those manual bubble balancers. I actually have used those before. They do work. Again, kind of the old way of doing it. But part of the upgrades here in the farm, want to do that kind of stuff here now. So, see you next time. Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.